All right, let's start this bitch. So, welcome back. I fixed the fucking audio. Took me forever, bro, to figure this shit out. And I mean like 2 weeks to figure this shit out. But we are back again today. I'm going to be showing you guys today's loss. Full transparency. I should have fucking won today, but I got greedy. And it just goes to show you that no matter how good you're starting to get at this shit, the markets will always humble your stupid ass if you're not all there. So coming into market open, all right, this is what I wanted to see. I marked out my 15-minute opening range and I wanted to see what price was going to do. So I know more or less when to take the opening range breakout, the breakout, when I'm seeing higher highs and higher lows, or lower lows and lower highs on the higher time frame as well as the lower time frame. Now it's very important because on the lower time frame, if you're seeing that and you have underlying or overlying liquidity, especially just strong levels of liquidity, then it makes the breakouts that much stronger and that much more likely. And you're gonna see right now from what I show you. So coming in, right, once Sunday opened up right here at 3 o'clock, it was really important. I needed to see what price was gonna do in order for me to kind of have a bias, because we obviously rejected off of the 1 day from, I don't even know what day, but over here. If it happens to the 1 day, we can see that price had a bullish rejection off of this 1 day liquidity sweep. So once we swept this level of liquidity, we went ahead and rejected up, as you guys can see from these daily candles, these daily green candles. So if we drop back into the 15-minute, right, what are we seeing? Right, from Friday, we saw that price create higher highs and higher lows, sweeping these important levels of liquidity, right, but not obviously going up to this previous day high over here at 67.91. So coming into the market open from Sunday, or weekly open, whatever the fuck they call it, price didn't really do much, but I did happen to see this, which made me very curious. So this drop during London session told me that we were going to continue going higher because we were respecting higher time frame, higher highs and higher lows, as you guys can see. Right, if I drop into the 1 hour, then you guys can see, if my 1 hour works, that we are creating higher highs and higher lows, right? Which means we are looking to break above this structure right here, and which is why I was looking to target this 15-minute, because in my head I'm thinking, okay, if price is going to continue to make higher highs and higher lows, we're going to go ahead and see the next level of liquidity, which is this strong level, right? There are levels to this shit. There are levels to liquidity. So once you understand which levels want to get taken out, then you'll start to really understand where the market is going. So instead of forcing yourself to see something that's not there, look to see what the market's giving you, right? So in this instance, I did take a pre-market entry to target that fucking pump, right? Because we had already swept liquidity on the downside going up. Okay, so since we took that liquidity out, there was no reason in my head, right, as an experienced trader, there was no reason for me to think that we were gonna come down during AM, sweep a level that had already been swept, and then run for higher when it was already taken out, right? Which is why I decided to enter early. So now let's get back into the trade, the actual trade. Let's drop into the 15-minute, right? And as you can see, again, London session, right, went higher and then came lower, which means when price is coming up at this time at 5 o'clock, I'm seeing that price wants to take out this London high. Now, what does it mean when it wants to take out that internal high? It means it wants to go higher, right? Especially for previous day's high right here at New York PM highs from Friday, right? So it's not rocket science, dude. It is not fucking rocket science. It's not that hard. I promise you it's not that hard. Okay, so again, I'm going to drop into the 5-minute so we can get a better picture, a clearer picture. And then from the 5-minute, we'll drop into the 1 minute and it'll get even clearer from there. So price is opening up, right? We already marked out the range. Now what I wanted to see was this right here. So this is where I actually entered, right? So once we got into this, and I'm going to show you on the 15-minute, once we dropped down, I knew that we had no imbalance left to fill. Right, we had no imbalance. We had a small imbalance right here on the 15-minute. I mean, I could have gone higher, but realistically, I don't see it wanting to go any lower before it goes higher. So on the 5-minute, especially before price is getting ready to open up at 6:30, right, this is where I decided to take my entry. So I took the opening range after price retraced, right, and then it went for higher. Now on this next candle, once I saw a green order flow, once I saw a bullish order flow, I entered, dropped into the 1 minute. And this is where I decided to enter, and I come with receipts because I am not a bitch. So I got filled at 625 at 66.60. So 625 at 66.60. So I got filled right there and right there. So 660. I put my stop right here, 8 points, and I literally could have just targeted this for a simple 2-to-1 risk reward, but my dumbass wanted to see higher. In my thought process, I thought, okay, we have these strong levels of liquidity right here, this London high and this New York PM high, previous high from Friday, right, which are very strong levels of liquidity. But if I know that price wants to go higher, right, what is the overall draw that it wants, right? New York PM highs are good highs. Those are strong highs, right? London highs are also strong highs. These are external levels of liquidity. But previous day highs, previous day lows, those are even stronger levels of liquidity, right? So, and that's why it's very important that you ask yourself, what is the higher time frame narrative? What does price want to do, right? At the end of the day, what does price want to do? Sure, news can come out this, news can come out that, but that's why you avoid trading during news. You use news as volatility, but you don't really want to be in the trade during the news because you don't know what's going to happen. But in my thought process, like I said, I knew that we were going to go higher. We had no reason, in my opinion, to go lower, right? My only mistake during this trade was that I didn't take profits when I was supposed to. I sized smaller than what I should have. My normal sizing is 250 a trade, and I sized 150, which made my profits even lower. And I could have passed the account, but I fucking didn't do. I didn't stick to my shit. I knew what the target was, right? And I could have gone for higher, but there's nothing wrong with a base hit. There is nothing wrong with a base hit. So look, here's what ended up happening. During market open, price went ahead and shot up, and I mean really shot up. Okay, so at this level, I decided to go break even right here. So during these London highs, right? After these London highs got shot, no. I'm tripping. I think it was during New York PM highs. There you go. So right here's when I went break even. Look, my target was way up here, right? Which was also a valid target because on the higher time frame, if we go into the 5 minute, right, we can see that price wants higher. What does price overall want? It wants this right here. It wants this New York AM high. It wants that high. That's what it wants. But right, I just happened to get greedy and I got caught with my fucking pants down. Right? I knew that it was gonna go for higher, and I wanted to pass my account with a smaller risking because I didn't want to lose so much, which ended up in me taking a break-even trade, which was this one, and then I subsequently took a loss on the re-entry, which also sucked because I got stopped out for a few points and then it fucking ran a TP. But that's bullshit, and that's what happens in the market. So I can call bullshit all I want, but I know what I signed up for. Shit like this happens. You can know where it's going, but shit can fucking happen. And it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. So again, we'll drop back into the 1 minute, right? And I'll show you how I got fucked right here, dead ass. So after this level got swept, this New York PM level got swept, this purple line, that shows my New York PM level. Okay? After that got swept, I went break even. Look who got fucking stopped out at break even. Me, right here. So after getting stopped out, I was like, all right, fuck. Whatever. It is what it is, right? I told myself I'm going to look for a re-entry if long still looks good. Right? After I saw price start to jump back up, that's when I took the re-entry, and this is where I also got fucked. When I saw price respect this 1 minute bearish fair value gap, that's when I decided to take my entry, and that is also when I got fucked. So if we look right here, right, we can see, fuck, where is it? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna go ahead and make it clear for you guys. Take this shit off. And yeah, so price went ahead and respected this, right? It closed right above the fair value gap. That's when I decided to take my entry, and that is when I got fucked. And that is how I lost my second trade.